Let me see. Okay. In the Mahdi Akwaba, Boko there.
Boko.
Fantastic. Yeah, can say we are national executive. This year. But why you be that?
My deputy national organizer.
Oh, deputy national organizer.
Under Kofi Adams.
Yes. Under Kofi Adams. Yes. That was from 2014
to 2018.
2014 to 2018. Now you're deputy to Kofi Adams.
Yes.
Oh.
Contested the 2018 national organizer.
I was contesting main national organizer in 2018.
Yes.
Is that the time I only won the course I contest?
Many Yaujan,
Baba Jamal,
the current organizer. Anita Disoso.
Oh, okay.
Those Solomon Cancer.
Yeah.
Any Enoch.
Okay. And I know Nakamba the winning. Yeah. And for the past 4 years, no, they're not and China. I watch the.
Let me some party.
Okay.
Let me some party. As a party member, who believe in the party. In fact, currently, many people think say me executive. I'm still an executive. Mm-hmm. Even when they are coming, at times the neck or say then agenda because I'm a some party, and I don't think say when we need elections, I should fight the system. Because it is an opportunity. There's opportunity at any given time.
Okay.
And that has brought me to this far. And my work with people, constituencies. In fact, it's identified with the constituencies. Well identified with the constituency.
But constituency be
in fact, the people have even know Mahdi, heard the name Mahdi. Atabusia Mahdi pink sheet. Mahdi, you have worked, you have heard your after
Mahdi pink sheet.
Yes, pink sheet. No boy.
Nickname no.
Yeah, there's a party for the chairman.
Mahdi, aka pink sheet.
Any photocopy. Send over say be away grassroots man any photocopy. It's based on a Juma Maye or party no more.
But when I make show profile no into a political profile the research team they send me CCR. Deputy National Organizer 2014 to 2018, pink sheet coordinator for NDC Supreme Court case in 2013.
Yes, I made it real. I made it happen. Yes.
When I was a pink sheet.
Did you know?
Okay.
Analyzing the pink sheet for the lawyers.
You did that?
Yes.
Mahdi.
Yes.
Now, what background there? Are you a statistician and as a data analyst?
I not a gift. It's a gift. In fact, if you ask the MPP lawyers who went to the Supreme Court, they shared the conference to do the audit of the pink sheet. I made it for the country to save money, not to bring the KPMG rep from South Africa to Ghana.
Really?
Yes.
Mahdi.
Yes. Now, my normal for listen and come from South Africa rep to come and audit the pink sheet. I told them, no, we don't need an auditor from anywhere. The problem that took us to court is mistrust and misunderstanding. And it's about the code and the pink sheet, pink sheet codes. The code is unique. Once you agree on the code, you will know that the pink sheet is not about court to know whether it's a real pink sheet and a photocopy. But at the end of the day, they realize that idea MPP about court to know. Let me bring a photocopy. In fact, the NDC, we did ourselves the service not to go to town to educate people on the 2013 court. And the NPP made as if champion. In fact, we did the service to ourselves. Yes, we did. Because you see, we are not able to sell ourselves. That's the NDC problem. But the things we did for 2013 has helped this country to shape our politics, our elections. I shaped the country. But nobody is trying to say, so every day then people will say they go court. In fact, the pink sheet, most people who went to the pink, who understood the issues, they bring a pink sheet photocopy on the buy. They run photocopy and mentions a pink sheet for you to use the result to declare somebody present. We did a good job. We did a worker. Emma, the lawyers defending made the work easy. Our star witness defended the issues with ease.
Now, okay, this was for the 2013 Supreme Court presidential election petition. Okay. How about 2020, Diano? Where were you?
That's the sad side of it. That's the sad side of it. You see, until the Timiana people party believes human resource is important. We will remain where we are until we start believing So when you crap on that, we can tap knowledge.
Tap into the knowledge base.
I in fact, I've always maintained say, why if I contest the elections and I don't win, somebody will say Mahdi Beka, yedi ejuma obenye din. See, Obi, I sit and say, 2020 elections, one of the easiest elections for any opposition party
to win.
Because you have the opportunity, do register. Some of us documented. Actually, analysis, say to a and go for the new register. The best data for NDC to win elections now and future
would have been that new register.
No, Nigeria can say win elections. But people swear even if says they call elections and will not win. We show, but Mahdi na can't say mono say I'm for you Juma. I'm telling Juma. If
I get you right, if you were in there, you would have told the party say, let's allow for the new register to be.
When your analysis shows that it will help you, you don't fight it.
You don't fight it, okay.
You see, you should fight on the basis of say fact. Demonstration, but before you embark in any opposition of something, say ever politically. So you have to look through everything.
Sure.
And you say because me say me radical I will not fight it. And that is the mistake we have. That's the mistake. If I see, going through election is one of the tedious things ever. But you want to serve. But how do you serve if one no authority? No
authority.
That is why some of us are going around the country. Say, if the knowledge will be tapped enough in organization, I can tell you.
You give the party with knowledge.
You see, we were ready. We gave out from 2019, May 2019. And I make say, you better new register. It all came because, you see, once the Electoral Commission created a new region with a new code, in terms of data security, it is better to have got a register. You see, the danger on the election violence is serious than you thinking, say, any data can go. A little mistake can turn this country upside down. In the election days issues, among for campaign. That 1 minute, that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes can take things back. So what you do, you look at all these things. Then now look at it, say, data way. Because you see, it is not the register as a document, but the independent register. So yes, the document is credible as Nipa Womu or Mudin Womu, but as say in profono, can they tend to voting? Did we check that one? So it's not a credible. They say it's a credible document. The document I've always maintained say register of every register is credible. But as at that time, does it worth doing the work you want to do? That is why we didn't get it. And we mention it. In fact, I don't, you see, natural as the way I am. I don't communicate just to say, me kasa again. Anything I do, I document it. And I present it. I have the document presented to the party say, yes, it's a decision that we want to take, but we should be, in fact, strategic. For this thing, strategic, we are not strategic on that issue. So, I
get you. And now you're NDC Logistics Officer and Coordinator 2010 to 2014.
Yes, elections. In fact,
for the election.
For the election. It is the reason why I went across the country in training of election directors across the country. Train every election director in the 2020 for the 2012 elections.
Okay.
This is the time you have power, but the party even don't have vehicle. Me car and I drive. I drive, park and train. So driving around the country, I drive.
Oh, you drive?
I drive myself. I've been working for this party. I've never picked a driver. I drive. Me need border guide because I don't believe in that border. Because from here to say Kumasi, from here, which is I was Central. If I call the next 20 minutes driver, I'm entering Okwankwe North. Okwankwe North. From Okwankwe. So I know where executive. If I have a problem on the way, I know who I will connect to.
Call.
So that is the purpose of political party. That is really the purpose of the
in the whole year campaign where you drive yourself.
Yeah, I went around. We do driving. We do region. So I have my time I go to a region, my regional organizer will drive with me. I have worked close to the party. We are no more like party people, we are family.
Family.
Yes, we are family. Because the people as executive, I can mention Omufie as I'm driving to. I know Omufie, there are farms at times we get there to do party works. You see, past Mahdi challenge is we are not giving that exposure on the media. Say yes, we for the result to speak. So people say Mahdi Unye. People goes to radio and say Mahdi, I've been hearing your name. Who is the Mahdi? But that's why I keep saying Organiser Juma and physics issue. Because say beyond because your team of headquarters, you need some physics people. Now everybody contest organizer. The issue, the campaign is that's the issue. I'm sure you have already checked. You, in fact, I'm not be a contest elections. Me were tough, but it has never win elections. In fact, it's about strategy based on science and data. Also, I'm for science and data. So I'm for say, okay, science and data a book. The science are dynamics. The word science is dynamics. Your dynamics is say why for the past 2 elections we are not able to perform better in the central region, but a parliamentary candidate to be perform better than a flag bearer. It's a dynamics. That's a science. So data numbers. So when you say science and data, one for say be over church on yama. DB is way. See, you have your country enough. The candidate who won this time around. It's the first time, but we need a flag bearer. What was the It's issue. So we are going to the next elections. So if it tastes like that, how do you manage to bring the presidential vote up to make sure they are telling you parliamentary? So those are the signs you need to tell ourselves. These are issues. These are the areas. I have said it time and without number say. No political party can win election with a radicalism mindset. No political party. And you win election. Take the statistics. Any polling station be a vote to take off from. Check the statistics. It's natural. And now no better about no way about. And you'll be able to fear. And better about. So any election, in fact, I will advise. In fact, I say it everywhere that it's good for NDC to go to any elections with the mindset of a peaceful environment. This I want to be to about myself. We should just ask ourselves. So we are indirectly campaigning against ourselves. And this is what I keep telling the parties. This is we should check when some century be yes, in 92 thereabout, in this executive, hardly you can find a degree holder as a concerned executive. Today you have a doctors, you have a lawyers, you have accountants, who are constituency executives. In fact, at the branch level, I have gone to a constituency level, a banker, a constituency branch chairman. So when you are organizing such institution, you should know the mindset. But you won't need mindset to but we not getting the following. Today, 80-90% of NDC executive are more of professionals. If you go to campuses, there are lecturers who are conscious executive. So only tried in terms of research based on science and data. Nobody can say, "Okay, to win elections." You are not connecting with him.
True.
You are not connected.
And that's the new NDC. What's the executives new?
That is what we need to understand. If you put that thing on paper and start saying, how are we going into it? And what is what do we have? What are we? I'm saying, if NDC go through that strategy way, based on science, MPP can never beat NDC in elections. Because every day we make MPP as our yardstick of elections. And number you, and number buyo, and number SC. Every day MPP, we have, you see, elections are here called ABR. And then this MPP in contest elections. You may be focused on MPP, but a smaller party will be pulling your vote.
Votes in
you don't know. So if you make your focus MPP, you will lose it out. What is NDC's strategy? Why is it MPP not saying that NDC BAC? Then this every day, then this baby. Even if it then what is the solution for a it can always be say unless you have radical people, you have King Kong, Shaolin, and we answer women election. It can't always be
King Kong and Shaolin.
And then that is what we are doing. Once it's as if you have King Kongs and Shaolins, we are winning. I've said it on record. Say, if you want to win power and you think radicalism, then go and state coup.
Okay. So also go through a democratic way in there.
And then look at the numbers and
science, data,
and you get it. The numbers are available for NDC to harvest it to win elections. The numbers.
And that is the thing you are bringing on board.
This is the thing I said in 2018. We can 2018 say, let's do science and data. In fact, 2020 elections, you see, we are talking about, this is a party that we're going to elections. We are appointing our research directors 2 months to elections. How can you to research what and give you what?
In 2 months.
In 2 months to elections. You are appointing your security coordinator for elections 3 months to elections. Where is it? We are approaching elections as events, not as a process.
As a process.
In the better is 3 months. I manifesto we say starting now. It's not election is not an event. It's a process. It's a process that comes with a monitoring evaluating of your program. Where do you put resources? Where do you put is it working for you? Your mobilization, is it working? You don't wait. We are the one we need and a sample number result and a TV3 natural. Did you appoint a sample to collect results for you? You see, that is why we go to election and we blame everybody apart from ourselves.
Apart from yourselves. But Mahdi, you come across as solid. I mean, you believe in seminar work, ain't I am wondering why, and somebody has sent me a test, and with your permission, I can also say, Obi, Mahdi should have maintained his deputy position. The hard truth is that for the organizer, he might not be able to win. He would win deputy hands down if he had gone for deputy. As for the contest, okay, he believes that Mahdi is helping delegates to pay school fees, blah, blah, blah. And this is somebody you can see, say, he would want you to be part of the national executive. You see, by a position I work on free and
that is where we are getting it wrong.
Okay.
You see, the NDC is telling you that if you have a driver who can drive, let him be mate and then let the mate drive the car to crash. So the driver guide him. This is what he's saying.
Yeah.
In fact, that is what they keep saying. Say, those who are contesting because they are stout, they are tall, their personality, so Mahdi cannot compete with them. So Mahdi have the knowledge. Why not be in deputy and help them to win? It is like giving a driver who knows how to try to sit back and guide his mate to take the car. You crash you.
Yeah.
This is how we see ourselves. So it's about the personality contest. That is why they say, oh, we're tough. Who can say already so cast a day? Who can say chobe? No, we need more. But you see, that is why I've asked. If it's about radicalism, say toughness and everything, we could have won 2020 election because all of us who are tough and radical and in 2020 elections, unless you are telling me, say, oh, don't say we're radical, no. He intentionally didn't work for the party in 2020. For him to lose, for him to come and say, let him be organizer because I'm radical. You see, people must be looking at this.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that we missed the strategy. That's why we didn't win. We didn't make the strategy. It doesn't need. I'm not saying that we will not defend when somebody is attacking us. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's I'm not saying. But I'm saying that you do all those things with strategy. See, in some constituency, you don't need to make noise to get vote. You don't.
Asempa FM 94.
You don't make. You don't even campaign in the morning. There are constituencies like Talensi. Why do you do a campaign in the morning to get your vote? When people are going to farm too, they come in the evening to listen to you. So how do you approach your elections? How do you approach? And because you have with them saying and we can't continue doing the same thing and get a different result. And this is a person who wrote, he still think I'm deputy organizer, which I'm not.
Yeah.
But almost like I just said, people still believe that Mahdi is around. I was deputy organizer under Kofi Adams. Then contested again because I contested believing, say, Yeah, Shebi at all. If it continues, we'll have won 2020 elections. Then no. You see, the NDC from 92 ever. I didn't find data register. I try to look behind you don't have actual data
of party members.
Party members. Okay. Register because your card in Capo among 2013 we tried to do a register which is called biometric.
Yeah.
But the motive behind the idea say the register number to aba. I parliamentary candidates. We spoke. I wrote the document. I wrote it to say idea. People will manipulate it, and the data that has been manipulated cannot give you results. And you careful. When you soon know to about ma and year parliament candidates. In fact, the decision was that it will reduce money. You shall say it will not. It will cause us a victory. But you didn't call it primaries. When we are doing primaries, people manipulated registering everybody. At the end of the day. I'm not going to miss out in the right register. Say, about 750,000. The people felt that ye meeting because my candidate echo. Until ye meeting free. Into people 2016 election, these people decide not to vote for NDC. That was the difference between NDC and MPP. It's not MPP I it is not because 2018.
But this is a crucial information. Party who said
but that's why we changed the register. That's why we stood our grounds. Myself, my boss, and Kofi Adams. We stood our ground. In fact, register say when we were bringing it on board, some senior officers left neck meetings. Support because they want. I said, no, it will not have a party. Register created and they as a register. Coordinator also. I created it for the party. I created it. And the idea will be because I created it when we wanted the consultant to come and do it. Now, me child, they will say I can do this. I created the code for the country here. Code name also no. Now, not beyond Ghana. All the diaspora countries now, all the branches, more code. Me create here. Because you see, data security is key in every political. And yet, the security no. And yet, say watch spectacle dark or show code to Motorola. You see, data security is about more of an intelligent gathering. You should know. Say,
yes.
What is the effect of it in the long run? How can you prevent people from manipulating it? And your physicalness. Once you put a system, no matter how much will be on to me. That is why today our register people you can refer back to our register. Say you are not in the register in 2018. It has never happened before. It has never happened. Those are the things that I believe. And what we miss out in 2020 election, after the registration, the NDC didn't do anything with membership drive again. We closed the book register and now Zoom say we have the members.
Now, so the organizational wing of the party virtually went to sleep.
No, we only came back in 2022 say we are registering members. And that is the key. We say we are doing registering members. You are not electoral commission. Electoral commission register members on the day, deputy day. Membership on day in day out. Somebody join the party. Obi free party. Obi woo. You should be getting this data to be informing you where are you going. Close book from 2018. Yan you so again. There was no data informing us where we are going.
Oh, there are some messages where I'm kind of twice we could see saying so high Asempa FM Mahdi Gibrill contested for the national organizer of the NDC. We are number sign on the ballot. Number three. Okay, Obi, I'm an MPP man, but this guy Mahdi is a gem, KK of the NPP. And anyway, about this one also says that regards to the pink sheet commander Mahdi, I wish him the very best, very determined and dedicated person, Prince Henry Ewo Koforidia. Let me see. Yaira Koku. So Yaira Koku was it Obi Mahdi is a great asset to the party. I've worked with him and he's a good guy. Wishing him the very best. Yaira Koku and anyway, Abba. This one says, Obi, good evening. Please tell Mr. Pink Sheet that I wish him well. Alfred Kojo Treadles. And so they are brave any. Obi, good evening. Mahdi is making great and powerful submissions that his party should listen to him. His understanding of modern day elections is unquestionable. But unfortunately, his mindset is inversely related to that of the NDC. NDC has a political party still believes that radicalism has a great place in our body politics. Okro Yeboa, Ewo Breman, Benin, Edie, Enie. We say, I hope the NDC will listen to this Mahdi guy. He's making a lot of sense. This man has really made Baumia's great. Okay, he's really made Baumia great by saying it's science and data that wins elections and not violence in the modern era. But the NDC will not believe in that too. Mr. President, Ewa Denmark and or the way Abraying. Let me see. This one says that Obi, I simply love Mahdi from afar. Jomo Pokwase Festus. Fred Agbenyo says, Obi, I wish Mahdi very, very well. Fred Agbenyo, Edea, Onodiaba, Enono. Ain't people seem to be in love with your submission. Obi, good evening. The guy in your studio, Mahdi, is solid in his submissions. Richmond, our Standard Chartered Bank. Ain't among four are in love with the kind of submissions you're making. Oko round now the party for needing Komoa. Do they accept this message?
In fact, it's even deeper than what I'm saying here. Yes. It is more of a lecture, and it is. You see, you just have to make people appreciate, understand the challenge where we are and where we are going.
Where you're going,
and the numbers shows. I only use the numbers to tell them to buttress my argument.
But why a deputy national organizer and Okot Nan chain for the past, like why deputy Nibio for the past 4 years? A day in a way who from afar when who said this is wrong with our party organizational setup. I'm a person me banner me babesano. There.
When I contested in 2018, in fact when I lost in 2018 from January of 2019, yes. I've never stayed home.
Okay.
Because I believe it's a Jumano based on that numbers, that strategy. So I gave myself out. Oko Eastern region. So I do more training than Chobe.
Okay.
Chobe. I've worked for this party as a deputy organizer. I've never stand on stage or platform to talk.
Campaign. Campaign platform.
No. Any organizer Juma.
Oh,
David.
That's organizer. Someone I'm here MCs. Party event.
We have reduced the organization to that point. You see, organizer Juma a back office operation.
I drink. Thinking.
You see, you sit and set the programs. Now during the monitoring, say, I may set here. Am I getting it right? I've always keep saying. In fact, you say, we organizer, you should be a convoy driver, a flag bearer, 2 choir, now we did a name. We have reduced. In fact, you see, if we change our mindset, people will not focus even in fighting chairmanship in the party. Because the heart of the party is your organizer.
Yes.
The heart.
And then the crab
and then your fundraising issue, your communication,
your mobilization,
your security. Everything hinge on the organizer. If it doesn't hit well, no matter who you have, you can have the best flag bearer. But when
organization you're poor,
you will not get it.
Yeah.
And that's our problem. That I problem. Yes, we are a party orientation, a radicalism, but yes. I think the radicalism should be more into the strategy. So we should be tough in believing in pushing things that works and bring results. We should be said to say, I am confident to say this is right. But we shy away from that. When it comes to defending the right thing, we shy away from that one.
Yeah.
We shy away. And that is where we lose the confidence. And nothing comes out of it. Nothing comes out of it. Because somebody would say, okay, I also was struggling a month 4 years to trust them. So, yes, it's a bad thing. But what was the strategy we went into the 2020? That even happened again. But you see, I always keep saying that let us be adding things. Check. In the country, we have had about 21 by-elections. And I think 4 pen are yet to trust them. Yes. 4.
Just 4.
4 soon I yet to trust them. Either say one party didn't participate and allow the other one to go. But all those ones now can be no. Those things happen. But we should ask ourselves why. most of the time you go by elections, I say go change me myself.
Yeah.
And that is why turnout by election always is low.
Low. Because of the violence.
So can we continue that one? And that is why after every by-election, Sibiano, when you are going to the May elections, say a year closer, it puts some fear. In fact, take the 2016 election. We said take tension. We had the 2 by-elections. The NDC did not to attend, not to participate.
Yes.
Brian Diano, any Abakonoff. Then you pull out strategically for a purpose. For a purpose. It's a purpose. Because don't forget, it was an election preceded. They call it you are a month for going to trust them. And you are going into that backyard of that opposition party. So, do you allow him to enrich that also? Or if there's a peaceful atmosphere in the bigger elections, wow. So, these are the things you look at. But because so we mean say because I see what I also was well good. Wow. So we should provide guns. It's going to say. It's going to say. But perhaps at times people feel say Mahdi is soft. But you see, in so shame for anybody. I'm keep saying it. And if you want power, which is non power so you move. So it has become part of us. Going to the elections and I'm for say, I can do that. But just ask the same person, say, what was that thing contribute to last elections? I have said, if you have won elections, said if you are 20 all the elections, then we are going to face NPP. Say NPP, they are radical party, so you need a radical party to protect your vote. I will not contest the elections.
Yeah.
I hope you understand me. But there's nothing to show said that radicalism has given you
results.
Results. In 2019, we did 19 demonstrations.
2019,
2020, we didn't 19 demonstration.
Still, you didn't win the election.
Didn't win elections. It didn't change the 13 parliamentary candidates, Central Region. In fact, out of 23 constituencies, 13 seats NDC winning here. We only won presidential 4 constituency.
Out of the 13?
Out of the 23. Now, is it because we are not radical?
Or there was no strategy?
Because you see, the fact is, once your MP are won, even there's availability of votes for you to win.
Sure.
So ask yourself, say, what is the disconnect?
FM 94.
If you don't can convince me and say it's because we don't have a radical person that we didn't win. Unless you are telling me, say, say you are a crap or not. Are you saying that the MPs just had allowed for the MPP to rig the presidential and allow them to win? These are questions. These are some easier questions we should all ask. Most of the time, what we say, me Kasa or say radio. So somebody may say, Mahdi is saying more deep things. But these are the things that
Eddie win election victory, Beba.
Eddie win in fact, in elections, if you make many people to understand elections, appreciate elections, the chance of you winning is greater. Yeah, I'm for election. You man, secret issue. Me 3 days before election until I tell my agent, you are deceiving yourself. It is not a secret. It's a public thing. So when you make it look more secret, yes, there are information. Need to know information, but there's some basic information must be made available. We don't engage our. In fact, today everybody will claim say our agents are not good. Our agents are not good. That's that chorus. But who trained the agent? How did we train our agent? How do we keep training our agent?
And how did you even select the agent?
You select the agent and you go and train, you approve. Came to sit Accra, waiting for the result to come. If you win, you say, yeah, we need. Yeah, we need also agent in we need. You see, the Namibia a very year organization will not give us power. So today, if you listen to many people, Obakasa will say, 2024, I'm sure you'll be hearing Ekofa.
Yeah.
Master. You see, the failure of a government, it is not guarantee of a winning political party.
Sure.
No. So now I've never linked the governance performance to
the
my
performance of the government
because it is a party that wins elections.
Yes.
It is party. So party should be strong to win. Governments only have. You see, Either the government will only will make it easier for you to lose election. But say we need elections, it's a party. Because it's a process. Processing started right from say 17 December. Yeah. That process starts. Your mobilization, your branch mobilization. Then you don't wait. Government starts when you become. Say government starting manifesto. So you don't use your manifesto to do organization. You see, campaign in actual fact is a reminder of something coming. It is not actually the mobilization.
Yeah.
It's a reminder. So when you hedge your organization based on the manifesto, any in Juma 2-3 months to elections, you deceive yourself. It's a winning on default. You to be winning in default. So today, then people say, oh, we break the 8. I call it NDC yardstick. Almost we break it, so. But do you know NDC was the first party who said break the 8?
Really?
Oh yes. 2016, number 2, NDC winning. Even in the 6, 4 years. There was no age there to compare. 96, MPP winning 2000 and 2004. 88 terms.
Yes.
NDC won 2008 and 2012.
Yeah.
So now there was 8 years to compare. The NDC mentioned a campaign said Jomama Twaso. What's the meaning of Twaso? It's to break the gene. Assuming we won 2016, Grandma Ben Obey used for break the 8 view. Which grammar will you use to say I'm breaking the 8? Which 8 will you break? Is MPP 8 you are going to break, or which 8 are you going to break? So if MPP say NDC was not able to Twaso, but who will break it? Because we said Twaso because the candidate who came was to continue. So Twaso not me yet, the end team yet no. But this one, the MPP is saying that they don't have the same candidate going. Anyone who come will use it to break that gene.
Break the 8.
It's English. No, because so we should bring Hercules as national organizer. Obi.
I've been going through the list. Muye nipa best 7 age now, right?
7.
And I also wear number 3 on the ballot. I've tried to check the profile of Omoa air contest. Now we'll go into detail, God willing, tomorrow. But I see Joshua Hamidu Akamba here. I see Henry Oseyakoto. I see yourself, Mahdi Muhammed Gibrill. I see CD Abubakar Musa, Solomon Yawunkansa, Chief Hamilton Baine Nixon, and Joseph Yamin. The Pansua Agena. When you look at your strength, because you know yourself more than anybody, how do you measure up against Ediya Mabubui?
Obi Sebi. Young goes to a timber headquarters. So I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at the challenge of the NDC. And I'm in the contest.
FM 94.7.
I'm not looking at the people. Because if it's about the strength and the size, maybe there's a timber we are going to carry at the headquarters that I cannot carry. But a human day. And I've done it before. When it comes to analysis to the pink sheet, I've done it for NDC to win power. We went to 2020 elections. Opportunity has given to us. We're here. It means something was done. Something really was done. It is not just like that. And that is why I always will salute that 57 comrades within the pink sheet our time. And I think that we did the service to the party when we couldn't put them together for the future.
For the future, especially for 2020.
No, for any election. You see, don't look. You see, it is anyway. If you can mention people like Seno, Kekelimu, Brigid, these are the guys sacrifice. They came to understand the analysis of the pension. They came to really understand. And how you go through what you look in for to do those things. It's the same thing that we are saying that 2024 they are in court. Okay? But you see, you can't go to a tournament to think that me got extra time and play politic. You see, you can decide that we won't extra time. Yeah. But you beat me see. No, that's your last minute go. Which we shall own go. Yeah. So when you get to that penalty, are you prepared for that? So you don't prepare elections just based on assumptions. Say, media, I'm not going to. In fact, we said we are not going to court, but we said we are not going to court. But we rather went to court.
Yeah, it's true.
We rather went to court. which is also part of the process of elections. It's part of it. But are you prepared to that one? But you see, the bottom line, I have always people say me a problem with IT. I love IT because it facilitates your work. But you see, without you making the input, the IT is nothing.
Yeah.
Now, I've always insisted, if you want to win any elections, let's focus, put resources in mobilization for higher vote turnout for the party. Don't just assume, say, voter region better Abamaye, Upper West better Abamaye, or Zongo for better Abamaye. And that is how we do our organization. We do assumption organization. We do assumption organization. We don't look at the win. Oh, you're winning her. But what is the difference? What is the margin of the win? What's the margin now? So if you win, say what we need, say voter region, 650. Then your opponent is able to do 110,000. What do you distance? What is that difference anymore? So once you are winning, you should be looking at your opponent's strength.
Sure.
So when you think that a win is a win, you behave like a crowd before going to Mali. When they came to Accra, share one. You think they have won. You jubilate that you have won. But the difference of that goal, no, is important.
Yeah.
So once you are doing all this, a strategy. When do you win? You score an away goal to reduce your opponent. So you don't just leave it. So I've said it. Say this perception the coalition said there's an often constituency in presidential election is wrong. It's one of the bad analysis anybody will do. Say co-elections. This constituency is from constituency. You don't have it. 275 constituency. Now one constituency that give you presidential.
For the presidential.
What you need out of them is if I end a vote, how do you protect your smaller vote and get the huge vote? Put your resources and get it. That's the strategy.
As a resource allocation,
very key. Men say win the beer. Even that assumption organization, no, that will make you feel that you need a Hercules to be organized. So now what you need is how to protect the ballot box. So statistically, violent or what we call hotspot in elections from 92 reduced. In fact, 2018, 2020 elections, now it's about 6,000. I think now it's about almost about 1,000 or 800 downwards.
Yeah.
Meaning, say, if I share gap within 4 years, I reduce it to. Meaning, maybe it will not go. That is how you need to think. It should not go that by 400. So, I'm talking about 400 polling stations there about to. Out of 39,000 polling stations, where are they? What are the impact? How do you change it? So, if you are preparing radicalism, are you going to prepare radicalism across the 39 polling station? Was that the effect of your not performing in the last elections, or is your mobilization? In conversation number 2, we go to elections. You have 250,000 in turn out to vote in voter region. Ashama is our stronghold, or automatic stronghold. 42,000 or so didn't turn out to vote. It's easy. This, normally to go to election, this is how we go. Well, you're not 28% Ashanti region, you win elections. That's how we do analysis. I call it.
We neglect the other.
No, I call it Indomie analysis. Because you see, 10% of 10, 1.
Yeah.
10% of 100, 10. So you can't just say I need 28% of a result. Because the turnout in Ashanti goes higher and you get 28% when you win in all a smaller area. How we, These are the things. We go to election and then, once the turnout is 28%, you see, nobody will mark you on a turnout of 78%. You can do turnout of 99% in your stronghold. So it is your effort of raising votes that give you winning. So, the last elections, 78%. So if the 80% turnout happen now, and we're able to do this percent that we win elections, Indomie analysis. It is easier to say, but implementation, sir.
No, so
it is everything. And once you are doing it, the voter protection. When I say voter protection, we can't be via anything happens. In fact, in elections, everything happens in it. Everything happens in it, and you need to invest in it. You need to invest time. You need to invest energy in it, and everybody matters. Mahdi make science and data research analysis strategy. People think that, and I say, science, man can say no. Oh, any kind elections so. Elections bibia kan njum tum kan asotrobo mu you can when somebody lose chance you get it. Elections is how you win it all. And that's how I'm assuring the parties they give the opportunity. I will give you power, not winning.
In 2024.
Winning is different from power. You can win election, but you cannot get the power. I'm giving the party power, not winning.
Obi, good evening. The guy in your studio is my classmate, and I believe he shall win. Honorable David Nanaya Wasare, formerly of Zoom Lion. I know his capabilities, and he's an architect by profession. Kindly greet him for me. I wish him good luck. Honorable Yedase. We say Obi, Mahdi speaks wisdom, speaks very well. He seems to have gathered a lot of experience in his past position, but my fear for him is the NDC he seeks to lead loves Buga Buga and radical leaders. I guess he has to lose his finest soul. And yes, Lawu, great guy though, Farouk Tema. Obi, this guy exudes solid ideas in our general political system. He's amazing and a solid asset for the country and not just for the NDC. What? Never heard of him before. Probably the only past party organizer that is a few steps ahead of him is, probably the only past party organizer that is a few steps ahead of him is the political Archbishop Samia Uku. And I hope Nanabi is listening and taking note with rapt attention. Dr. Dakwa Ewa Washington DC. Inti Honorable David and I are saying can't was a friend or say we are friend or inti ABR for all you know last minute mobilization.
Very important. Very important.
Mobilization very necessary.
Very important.
Okay. Inti hopes Nadoyese like we will say hit the 12th. Hobson, I don't get your message, very well, but let's see. Let me say a big good evening to Dr. Omane Boama. Obi, once again, I wish Mahdi the very best. Prince Henry Ewo Koforidia. Mahdi, my final question to you would be, sir, maybe last time I would any delegates across the country didn't come any to use this platform. Mema Simamieno, only NDC delegate all over the country and Kasa Mepacho.
Obi, I'm promising the party say me spend the time on the usual chube issues. Numbers in Ewoho, and that's the kind of organization I'm going to give the party. Organization na every party na jinemu akwechi. That is hope and belief that the party can win political power and also manage the party in government. And very key. It is when you understand what you have and then you can manage it better. And I am promising the party, especially the campaign message I sent to the party. They've saying, say, my didn't me Jumanu say power now. Say power pan party paper. Almost show me Nina Muntu Abamamadi on 17th December. And I will not let NDC down. I will not.
Number 3 on the ballot.
Number 3 on the ballot.
Mahdi Gibrill.
Obi.
We wish you very well.
Mr. Madamasi, to give me such platform, I believe it has sold me. We are not those media guys. Yeah. So getting such opportunity, it's a great thing. Yeah. It's a great for me. And especially those of us, they believe that but this kind of platform giving, it's a blessing.
Yeah. But what me ako baby ako constituencies ni be there.
So I can just say for me money there. Oh, for me money there. I think they believe, they salute me on that one. In fact, currently, they think say I'm the director of elections. I'm contesting. It's the problem of NDC is not result collation.
Okay.
It is not. It is the vote that we don't get to vote for us.
On election day.
In elections. It is that. You can get the best director for election. If the vote are not out for you, forget it. Put any IT to collect results. Forget it. In the name of IT, 2016, you lose election. Anoche, we'll focus on Anoche. And we spend all resources on the result collation. 2020. I'm saying that it's a voter mobilization, higher vote turnout for your political party. any voter turnout of people you are seeing in the queue, say, wait, for those who vote for you, you make effort for that one.
To get them out. Mahdi, we wish you well. Why? Ekosiisen say hi Asempa 94.7 FM. I would still want to play for you this song from